My name is Paul. I'm 54. So when I was very small, probably 5, I used to watch things like Finger Bobs, Bagpuss, what else did you watch? Trumpton, Camberwick Green, things like that. And then I got a bit older, I suppose it was Dogtanion and the Three Musket Hounds. I used to like that one. Because we only had 4 channels to watch, so we probably only had 3 when I was very small. Then I don't know, as I got older, teenage years, Top of the Pops, things like that. Only Fools and Horses, that came out then in the 80s. Yeah. The first film I ever went to see at the cinema was Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood. I remember that. So I was probably about 5 or 6 then, maybe. E.T., that was childhood. The Goonies. Jaws, that was probably teenage years, maybe. A little bit younger than that. What other films? Grease. It would have been at the cinema. Because you didn't really have, can't really remember films on the TV when I was a kid. It probably was that. James Bond at Christmas on the telly. Yeah, I used to read a lot of books. I used to read James Herbert, horror stories, The Rats, The Lair, The Fog. Those were James Herbert, I used to read them. That's probably teenage years. Can't really remember when I was very young what books. From school, don't know. Groups and that, Simple Minds, U2, Queen, Elvis. I used to listen to a lot of music when I was a kid. All the 80s pop, I used to like all that. Depeche Mode, Human League, Duran Duran, names all them. Yeah, I used to listen to quite anything. The Clash, Madness, Bad Manners, The Specials, stuff like that. Right, so you used to actually go and buy records, albums, LPs, or you used to listen to it by on the radio, cassettes, and you used to have big cassette recorders with big piano buttons you used to play, and you used to record the radio to make your own cassettes. Top of the Pops, the top 40 on a Sunday. They always used to play that at 7 o'clock. I think they still do that, but yeah, you used to get handheld little like Space Invader games. And then I think the first actual console came out when I was about 9 or 10. Binatone. It was a Binatone. And then Atari, when I was about 11, 12, Atari came out, and that was probably the first proper video games console. Yeah. I don't know about mobile phones. Did I? I can't remember if I was a kid, if I was pre-18. Possibly not. Yeah, like I said, the console games was like Space Invaders, Asteroids, Pac-Man, things like that. Board games, probably Monopoly, Ludo, things like that. Ludo, Kaplunk, I think that was going from when I was a kid. And then I think Cluedo as well. Other board games. But no, then you used to play like card games and stuff. Well, when I was a kid, my hobbies was just sport. Used to play all sports. Yeah, don't know. Anything, football, cricket, tennis, the lot. We used to get half-p Mojos, which was just like bubble gums, chewy sweets, half-p Mojos. Crisps. They used to do crisps called Bones. I think they were salt and vinegar. I used to like them when I was a kid. Snacks. So you used to get all different chocolate bars then, like Nutty Bar, Texan, Dib Dabs. I still do it now. Other sort of sweets. Used to have like rhubarb and custard, or blackjacks, which was like licorice. I don't think I used to have a paper round. I used to earn money when I was about, I don't know, I was 11, 12 maybe. No, probably might have been before that. I'd done a couple of paper rounds to get money. Pocket money, probably only used to get 50p a week or something.
Yeah, but that was a lot.
Probably sweets. Or if I wanted to, I had to save up for it and go and buy something. Toys. Probably like Action Men, things like that. When I was little. And then you used to get Super Striker. That was like football games, Subbuteo. Those, I suppose you class them as toys. Things like that. What other toys I used to get? Can't really remember. Actual toys. Oh, little soldiers. You used to get little, when I was really little, you used to get small little soldiers. You could get like Germans and American soldiers, and you can get tanks and things like that. I used to play with them a lot. Junior school, primary school. The normal subjects. English, maths, science, physics. You used to have to do projects. You used to have like a milk monitor. We used to hand out bottles of milk, but they don't do that anymore, do they? They've done that for ages, have they? No, everyone used to have a bottle of milk, and you used to have to put straws in, and then hand the bottles out. Literally glass bottles of milk, proper bottles of milk. So that was a thingy. And then senior school, I did detention work. Probably the same as what it does now. If you was in trouble, you used to have to stay behind after school, or you go and report, where you had to get it signed by your teacher on every lesson. Secondary school subjects, used to do like economics, not home economics, like business. Suppose, yeah, it's the same sort of subjects as what you do now, nothing different. Shirt, tie, blazer. My tie was blue and black because I was in Falcon House. We used to have different house groups, and because I went to a school called Eaglesfield, so all the house groups were birds of prey. So I was in Falcon House. All the year, well, it would have been, it's called year 7 now, it would have been first years, but Eagle, which was silver, and then you had Merlin, Osprey, Falcon, Hawk, Kestrel. 5 different houses, and I was in Falcon. And yeah, blazer, I used to wear a blazer with school badge on. That was it. Right, so when I was little, it would have just been shorts and t-shirts and all that. But then in my teenage years, I was more fashionable. It used to be Sergio Tacchini tracksuits, things like that, Fila tracksuits, Diodora trainers, Pringle jumpers, Lyle & Scott jumpers, Gabici jumpers, Farah trousers. That was probably about it. Well, then you got into like different eras where you used to wear stay press, different fashions for different cultures, like mods and skinheads, BM boots. That's about it. That's just the same as now. You used to have a party when you was little. Same stuff, jelly and ice cream, cake, tea party. And then as you got older, yeah, just birthday, just money and stuff. Well, when I was young, I just used to go over the common and that, play football, cricket, just go and play tennis, go swimming, go to the Lido. So you had open air Lidos then, in the summer, or swimming pool. And then when I got like teenager, I used to go youth centre, where you could play table tennis and that, pool and stuff, watch films. Just meeting places. What about my childhood? What do you want to know? When I started smoking at 13, 14, things like that? Drinking at 13? No. I used to get in the pubs. Used to be able to get in the pub when I was 14, 15. Because you could, yeah, whatever. Used to bunk off school. It was easy then. But I left school with no qualifications, which was not good. I liked my childhood. I thought my childhood was good. Bye.